Alright, now that we've assembled our middle gear, we're going to assemble our outer gear. I prefer to have the gears be upside down to each other because the teeth of the gear are cut at a little bit of an angle because of the way the laser actually cuts the gears. It's better to flip them over to where they fit together better. They'll mesh better if you turn the next one upside down. And we're going to assemble this one the same way. We're just going to put the axle in the opposite side. And we're going to push a bearing into either side of it with a little luck. This can be done by hand. If they won't go by hand, we will use the arbor press, and they'll definitely go. And so the axle went in the bottom side of this one, and we're going to put it in the top side of this other one. And here's our axle right here. And I'll get the needle nose pliers so it'll go in. I'll take my gear, set it under the arbor press, drop my axle, and retrieve it. And then we'll run our arbor press down, put our axle in, run the press down, and squeeze it in we go. Then we'll take our piece of wood and give it that little extra push. If you find the same spot in the wood, it works really good. And we'll give it just a little extra push, and we're there. And this one felt like it was a tiny bit looser than the other one. It feels good though, so we'll just give it an extra little scrunch on the end, which can kind of mushroom the end of the axle to make sure it doesn't ever come apart. Now we've got our two sun gear assemblies with axles in them, and we'll test to make sure that they spin freely, which they do a pretty good job of on these bearings. And now it's time to put them into the main gear. Now we beveled this side. We put our bevels for our countersinks in this side of the gear so that they actually have to go in this side. And so we'll want to put our sun drive rod into this gear, and then we'll put our other gear in the main gear right here in those two spots. Make sure that they mesh good as you're lining them up. So let's go ahead and brake for now, and we'll get the sun drive rod installed.